You asked, I'm answering. In the last video, I showed you guys how I made 10K in 22 days on TikTok Shop. If you saw that last video and now you're ready to launch your own TikTok shop, today I'm going to be breaking down your top questions asked, answering them, giving you guys a ton of tips, and I even have a special surprise at the end of the video that's going to help you fast track your progress. All right, we're not wasting any time. Let's get into that first question. So Life Skills Savvy asked, how do I find suppliers? I notice it has to be shipped out quickly and I want to make sure I can source correctly. Okay, so in the last video, I mentioned to you guys that I made my first 10K via dropshipping. And then I gave you guys a similar business model, print on demand, that you could use to replicate that whole process that I did. So when it comes down to suppliers, they are totally right. Products have to be shipped out quickly if you're doing it on TikTok Shop, specifically 2 to 3 days. I think it's extended now because it's the holiday season, but it's usually 2 to 3 days, right? So if you are drop shipping, you want to make sure that your supplier is in the US, and that can be really difficult because you're trying to find a good, affordable product that's not going to cost too much. But I highly recommend using the ZenDrop platform and its integration into Shopify. To start, ZenDrop is super beginner friendly, starting with the fact that all of their items are in the US or their suppliers have US warehouses. So all the products that they offer to you are going to have those fast shipping times. They also stick with you throughout your growth process. So if you want to pre-order items because you're starting to get a lot of sales, you can do that. You can also add custom branding to your products when you're ready and pre-order those. They really help you along the way, and they give you a lot of customer service support on your back end. Now, if you're going the print on demand route, I highly recommend using Printify and specifically their TikTok ready part of their catalog, because everything in that part of their catalog is guaranteed to ship out in TikTok's time frame, no matter what it is, 2 days, 3 days, but it airs on like the 2-day side. So I would stick to that if you're doing print on demand. All right, so Tina J asked, how do you handle returns? That's a really good question, because for a lot of drop shippers, returns and stuff are just considered losses, because depending on your warehouse or your supplier origin, you may not even be able to return the item. The great thing about ZenDrop is they do have a return policy. You just have to send the item back within 30 days and you're good to go. For TikTok Shop, I recommend making sure that the customer sends you a photo and such of the defective product, or what's wrong with it, before you consider the return valid. And you want to make sure you limit returns as much as possible by providing as much information in the product listing as possible, especially if you're doing clothing. So measurements, size charts, make those size charts as accurate as possible. Just ask your supplier for the size chart if they don't already have it on that product listing when you go to use that product. So you can give the customer as much information as they need, so you don't have to have as many returns, because it's not really on you, it's their mistake. Another tip for avoiding returns is you always want to get samples of the products that you're thinking about putting in your shop before actually publishing and listing them. You don't want to just choose a random supplier and then you're getting a bunch of bad reviews, a bunch of returns. You're essentially losing money, and you can get your TikTok shop shut down that way due to bad performance. All right, so moving on. And by the way, thank you so much for the love. You guys have been so supportive in these comments. Someone said, this is lit. Someone said, thank you for providing so much value, tons of value. Someone said, I couldn't find your video. Now that I'm ready, and I almost crashed out. You guys are hilarious. Thank you so much. I just want to help you guys any way I can. We can all be successful on TikTok Shop, okay? It's not luck. Lady Steph asked, what if you happen to go viral? How do you cover the cost if TikTok holds the money first? So TikTok Shop definitely holds your funds for a period after the product has been delivered. It can range from a couple days to 2 weeks, but if you're starting out, it's 2 weeks just because you don't have any shop performance or analytics. But essentially, as you have good shop performance, you do inch down to like a few days. But starting out, it's going to be 2 weeks. In the last video, I mentioned that I did influencer marketing before I moved to affiliate marketing. And with my influencers, they were not connected to TikTok Shop. They sent all their traffic directly to my website. So I used TikTok influencers and Instagram influencers, and I had them lead traffic to my actual Shopify website. That way, Shopify pays you out in much less time than TikTok Shop. I think it's like a couple days. And so that way I had immediate funds to then use for TikTok Shop. So once I used influencer marketing to get the immediate funds, that's when I started setting up my affiliate collaborations and reaching out to affiliates. And that's when I went viral and I was able to cover the cost because I had already made money from the influencer marketing first. And for influencers, you really don't have to pay a bunch of money. I know there are like mega influencers, people are paying thousands of dollars. That was not me. I promise you, I paid about $200 for my first influencer and she brought me in over $1,000 in sales. And once I went viral on TikTok, I got about 250 to 300 sales that first day. And I was able to use the money that I made from working with the influencer to pay my TikTok shop sales. Another way to tackle this issue of going viral and not having enough funds, or you can limit the amount of orders that you can take in daily, or limit your inventory to the amount that you can pay for daily to make sure that you pay for it first and then you can wait that 2-week period. It is limiting because if you have a affiliate that wants to make money and they're making your stuff go viral, people may not be able to access it, but that can add into that scarcity factor that makes people really want stuff more. So you can limit your inventory to the amount of money that you can pay for. And once you go viral, you can pay for that. You can let them know we'll be restocking in 2 weeks and then do it that way and increase your inventory to whatever profit that you made and just keep reinvesting, if that makes sense. Someone asked, could you please recommend the best ways to find products to sell? So I have a few videos on this. I'll insert them, but whether you're doing dropshipping or print on demand, I always start on my For You page on TikTok. So I just start to scroll and I like the shoppable ads and the shoppable videos and the affiliate videos. And eventually TikTok Shop starts to show me more products and ads. And from there, I kind of see what's trending, what things that I would want to sell, if I could market it in a specific way or unique way. That's kind of how I make my choice. You can use certain online platforms. Like I know for dropshipping, AutoDS is really good. I'll leave a link below for that. They have a whole platform where they can show you the stats for winning products and trending products, and you can see how much they're making and all that. So that's a good option to do. For print on demand, I kind of just look at those trending products and I see which ones look like similar ones in the print on demand catalog on Printify, and then I see how I can recreate it or make it my own and add my design that way. So it's up to you, but you do have options. Hillary said, hey girl, is it possible to sell skincare products with print on demand? You sure can. I have a video on it right here. And Printify's catalog definitely has a new supplement and skincare section. So check out the products in there. See which ones you may want to start with, whether it be a debut bundle, and see what things you can put together. And yeah, check it out. But you can definitely do skincare. I also recommend checking out Suppliful too. Jasmine asked, what type of video do you post to TikTok to promote your product? So there's a tons of ways that you can add videos to promote your products if you're not working with influencers or affiliates where you would get their videos. But you can do unboxings, you could do entertaining videos, you can do reviews, you can do story times. There are so many ways that you can showcase your product. You can have it if it's a apparel product, for example, if it's a sweater, you can do a flat lay of it and, you know, pan across it. And I would definitely just go to TikTok and check out the types of product videos that are out there already and see which ones you would want to emulate and which ones are performing well that you want to emulate. So someone asked, do we have to pay for samples? And the short answer is yes, you do have to pay for samples. So if you're first publishing a product, for example, on Printify, and you want to order a sample of that product, yes, you have to pay for it yourself. Also, if you're working with an affiliate on TikTok Shop and they want to promote your product, it's best to do the paid samples, but you can turn paid samples off and have them pay for their own sample. But that's going to greatly decrease the amount of people that are going to be interested in promoting your product. Ghost asked, did you need to purchase a business certificate or get approved for TikTok seller's account? You definitely have to get approved by TikTok Shop Seller Center for your account to be active and run a TikTok shop. Now, you do not need to have a business certificate. You can sign up as a sole proprietor, as an individual. You can have an LLC if you wish, but you can start out as an individual or a sole proprietor and upgrade once you start to get more sales and want to take things in a more professional route. Purple Girl asked, did you have a warehouse? How did the product get to the people? I also have a video where I explain this a bit, but basically the print-on-demand model and the dropshipping models are very similar. You work with a supplier and you are essentially the middleman between the supplier and the customer. So a customer will place an order with you and then the supplier will ship it right to them. You don't have to do anything in the middle. You just take the order, you give it to the supplier, and they send it out. So you don't have to have a warehouse, like your own warehouse with your own inventory and products in it. But for example, if you're working with a drop shipping supplier, you want to make sure that they have a US warehouse because of those shipping times and logistics. All right, guys, I did not forget. I do have a special surprise for you guys. I've actually been working on it for a few months now. If you are serious about taking your TikTok shop to the next level and getting yourself in position for 2025 to see those results like I did and get to those 5-figure months, I have compiled all of my knowledge, all of my insider strategies into my Unleash TikTok Shop Profits course. Maybe you're at the very beginning and you're working on quality designs and getting your products published. Maybe you want to learn how to create viral content or the formats of viral content. Or maybe you want to run ads and you want to learn how to study your ad analytics and use those analytics to scale your business with TikTok ads. I show you guys how to do all of that. I use on-screen walkthroughs, so I'll be sharing my screen for everything. I learn by doing and seeing. I don't learn by someone just telling me what I need to do. So I provide all examples, and so you can go back and look if you need to until you're set up and confident with that part of the course. I also provide free resources. For example, for influencer marketing, I provide a contract template that everybody should use. You should not work with an influencer if you do not have a contract to send them with the terms, just to make sure that you guys are on the same page and you get what you need and they get paid, and so you get your content. So I give you guys as much resource. I give you everything that I know that led me to my 5-figure months on TikTok Shop. So it's available. It will be in my stand store. I will have it linked below. But I just wanted to incorporate your feedback and my knowledge and my inside tips that I have to create a really good product for you that can actually help you. Now, if you follow the link below, the first 20 people will get the course at a discounted rate, and that will only be until Friday, guys. So if you are serious about your TikTok Shop journey, definitely check that out soon. So I hope you guys have more clarity on TikTok Shop and how business models like print on demand and dropshipping integrate with it. I hope I answered most of your questions, but if I did not, do not hesitate to leave them below, guys. Leave them in the comments. I will get to them promptly. Also, like and subscribe if you want more content on passive income, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right.